Video number 2, the C major scale, 3 notes per string. It's going to sound something like this. Now we're first going to learn how to play the scale, then we're going to break down the octaves, the extra notes in green that we mentioned in the first video if you've had a look at that. We can look at some picking techniques, etc, etc. But enough talking, let's go zoom into what is our fretting hand doing. Once more, the note C is by the 8th fret on the 6th E string. This is C, and I'm going to call out the fret numbers as we play from string to string. So your first 3 notes are going to be 8, 10, 12. And the important thing to learn with this scale is that every string will utilize 3 notes, hence the 3 notes per string title. Okay, onto the 5th string, 8, 10, 12 once more. Onto the 4th string, 9, 10, 12. Onto the 3rd, 9, 10, 12. Onto the 2nd string, notice my thumb hasn't really moved, you can't see it much, but it's sort of hiding behind the sort of a set position. Try not to move your thumb. On the 2nd string, 10, 12, 13. And then we go past the octave onto the 3 green notes, 10, 12, 13 as well. So if I were to play it through slow motion on the count of 4 and you want to join me, it should sound something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to descend it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll notice the pinky is working the whole way through as well. Please make sure you're also utilizing your pinky. This is normally our weak finger, so if we get him exercised from the beginning, you're going to have a nice strong hand. Okay. Now, next tip we're going to do is we're going to ascend and descend. I want you to play through with me, but I also want to focus on our picking hand. We're going to alternate stroke all of our scales. In other words, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. No matter what scale we're doing, no matter what string we're going to, no matter what fret we're going to, the alternating picking is really going to help you with control rhythmically, and also basically just let you control any scale actually when it comes to exercises, which we'll be doing later. But enough talking, let's play ascending and descending, 3 notes per string, C major. 1, 2, 3, 4. To descend first and ascend, so we're going to sort of reverse the entire concept. Again, notice my thumb is just sort of hiding at the back here. I'll normally drop the thumb a bit when I need to stretch. If it was a block position scale like in video 1, my thumb would be a little bit higher like it is now. But because I need to stretch, I drop my thumb. It helps me get more rich, more sort of fret width, if that makes sense. And let's descend and ascend. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is your ascending and descending C major scale, 3 notes per string. Some things I'd just like to point out, I'm going to give like little hints and tips as we go through different scales. Why I like this scale specifically, one of the cool things with it, is it has this repetitive little phrase here. In other words, the same fret sequence, 9, 10, 12, 9, 10, 12. So it gives you a nice finger repetition for little phrases like that. Nice little quick phrases. So it's nice to know that your fingers don't have to change shape, and you can work it into the next position. And then also when you get to your 2nd and 1st string, 10, 12, 13 is also repeated, of which those last 3 notes are going into the next octave. We mentioned the next octave earlier in the video, in the previous video. All the green dots on the PDF file will be notes that are going into the next octave and are in the key that we're working within. So these notes D, E, F are in the key of C, but it's going on to the next octave, which obviously we're not completing. But notice this finger similarity. So it again allows us, gives us repetition, which means if I join that, it helps me get little fast passages like that if I need to use them. Anyway, we will be doing exercises. We'll give you some nice speed exercises, some nice arpeggio exercises, some nice blues exercises, everything as we progress through the channel. If you need a copy of the PDF, don't hesitate to WhatsApp me or please send me an email. I'll be happy to help. Thank you.